to the US dollar.
But there are two different. Stable coins cannot pass the yield. Stable tokens can pass the yield. Stable coins issued by a foundation. Stable token is by a fund. Stable token or by 40 Act fund. Stable coins are by foundations.
When you see what I send you.
Huh?
I did the largest commercial note backed by Bitcoin and stable coins in May at the Bitcoin conference. I just sent you the press release.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's focus on the interview.
Yeah. Stable coin versus stable tokens is one topic. Second, and then we can go future of stable coins. Then real estate with digital assets. We don't talk about tokenization, right? Because the tokenization is a misguiding word when it comes to real estate. And I can talk about the 10 varieties of tokenizing real estate.
No, we got to keep this to 20 minutes. That would be a long conversation.
Yeah. So
I want you to tell stories. I want you to literally tell stories. How did you get so passionate about stablecoins? What triggered you?
I can talk that story. Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. All right, little trick I learned. Take your hands, put them like this above your forehead. Go like this.
Okay.
When you're sedentary for a long time,
Okay.
go like this fast.
Okay.
You should feel a little tingling in your brain.
Okay.
That's blood and oxygen being raced to your brain.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me when you're ready.
We're rolling.
All right, every now and then you get a chance to chop it up and talk about fucking stable coins. Had literally one of the best talks I've heard on the subject matter in my life yesterday with a friend of mine that I just made yesterday, Lakshmi.
Pleasure meeting you, Chris. Thank you so much for having me today in the podcast.
Hey, listen, yesterday's talk was the best talk on stable coins I've ever heard. You literally showed the value of stable coins as a cross-border payment mechanism and how it allows people to invest in real estate. Talk a little bit about your passion for stable coins.
I got into crypto industry or the industry of digital assets in 2012. It's by accident. That's purely by accident. A friend of mine who bought the digital asset at that time, he bought BTC for $5 and become a $75 in 7 months. He came to me and said, hey, there's something called a cryptocurrency, which they're talking about something called Bitcoin, and they're talking about this is going to be the future of money. Right. And he bought it for $5 and become a $75 in 6 to 7 months. And and they're expecting it to reach $1,000. And he told, hey, if there's an opportunity, if you can lend me $50,000, I want to go and ball in with $50,000. So I said, it's a risk. So he said, okay, let's do this one. You put 50,000 from your side, 50,000 from my side. So give me $100,000 as a loan, 50,000 from your perspective, 50,000 from my side. Let's go and buy $100,000 for the BTC. If you lose money, I will pay you your money back with a 12% interest. If you make money, 50,000 plus whatever you make it is yours. Don't ask my 50,000 what you give it to me. That's how I got into the BTC. I bought BTC in 2012, August 15th for $99.13. And those days I used to be operating from India. So the biggest challenge is Indian market was not opened up. You depend upon Japanese markets. And there's always an arbitrage.
You use Mt. Gox?
And Mt. Gox, yes.
Mt. Gox and Venmo?
Yeah. Those are the dates, and you use those Mt. Gox and Venmo. We both got in for $100,000, got into BTC for $99.13. That's how I got into the space. Then the ride of the BTC, it went into $300, $400 and became $1,200. Fall once again, came back to $300.
From $1,200 it came back down
to $300. Yeah. So people are panic. But we were hoping it to become $1,000. It became $1,200. We thought if it became $1,200, then the next topic was people were talking about becomes $5,000. But what triggered me at that moment to hold that one is I come from an economics background. I saw Swiss announcing the Bitcoin as a currency, China banning that Bitcoin, US government calling the Bitcoin.
Just for the record, China never banned Bitcoin.
Yeah.
They still kept mining it like crazy.
Yeah. And then American, suddenly US said, under IRS, they said it's a commodity. I said, why would somebody around the world start worrying about a small fractional something called a digital currency, cryptocurrency, and countries while they are jumping in. So something am I missing out? Those days the education was very, very less. And I came across a law firm out of California, which they have something called the futuristic outlook. And they came out and told if you attend that futuristic conference, they're giving Bitcoin free. So this all triggered me to hold Bitcoin. That's how I ended up in this whole...
Funny, I actually remember back in the day, people had what are called digital faucets where you could literally get free Bitcoin.
Yes, that's what these guys were. The law firms were giving everybody attending this conference. He was giving 1 Bitcoin to attend the conference, and and people are curious about that one. And people are and there's a lot of things happen. You know that when people are talking about some money laundering, people are talking this is against terrorism, supporting terrorism, all the nonsense, all the noise. But everything, if you take the gold rush of California or the diamond rush of everything has got a history. Whenever a new industry starts, people started running towards that one. And that's what's happening in the Bitcoin world. And I got into the space, and 2014 USDT issued a stable coin. But those days, Tether, yes, that Tether USDT came into existence.
Shout out to Paolo.
Yes, and on those days, people were still unable to digest that, what's happening in that space and everything. The biggest mistake that happened was the Terra Luna. If the Terra Luna have not came into existence of the stable coins backed by algorithmic stable coins, whatever we see today stable coin market already might have been doubled or tripled. So that pulled the stablecoin market down completely.
Yeah, I mean, I think what Tether's doing with stablecoins and what Luna was doing with stablecoins is night and day.
Yes.
Tether actually buys U.S. treasuries.
Yes.
They've become a friendly supporter of the U.S. dollar. Whereas Terra Luna was trying to use an algorithm to basically create a peg to the U.S. dollar. The only way you could really peg it is if there's actual dollars behind it.
You need the real world assets backing that one. And that's what the people believe in it. That's the psychology of everyone to think, hey, something is there. We want to walk into decentralized finance, but doesn't mean we want to kill the traditional finance. The TradeFi with the DeFi is a more powerful.
You're not going to kill the dollar.
Yeah.
There's too many people that have invested in it.
Yes, that's what.
Shout out to the 13 Federal Reserve corporate holders.
Yeah, and that's very, very, very important for us to get that one. That's what I got more curious about the stable coin. But there's a huge difference between a stable coin and a stable token. People think stable coin and stable token are same. BlackRock's Biddle token, Franklin Templeton's Benji tokens, or Wisdom Tree's WGTX tokens are all stable tokens. They're not stable coins. The stable coins cannot pass the yield. The stable coins can be done a peer-to-peer transactions. Stable coins.
So stable coins can't pass the yield, but a token can't.
No, stable coin cannot pass the yield.
Can pass a yield?
Cannot.
Yeah, that's what I said. It can't.
Can't. Yes, you are right.
Stable token can't.
Can't pass the yield.
That's interesting. So how are they passing the yield? Through smart contracts?
Yes, because the stable token is issued by fundamentally their difference. The fundamental difference is a stable token.
Like a fund.
It's a fund. It's a
fund.
Yes, it's a 40 Act fund. All the stable tokens that exist in the market are a 40 Act fund. So they basically the LP interest of wrapped in the form of a token is called a stable token. They are backed by money market fund.
Has anyone ever told you get really excited talking about this shit?
Yes, I get passionate about that one when I talk about it, right? But yeah.
What gets you more excited, stable coins or coffee?
Stable coins, right? Stable coins, right? And that's a future money. That's a global money.
It's the future of money. When you say that, I don't think people understand. It really is the future because money in the past, coins, paper dollars, it's gone. That's literally gone. It just hasn't happened yet, but it's gone. The future of money is traceable digital currency like Bitcoin, like stable coins, like stable tokens.
Yes, that's
in fact, Bitcoin is the hardest money ever created.
Yes, but stable coin is going to be completely differentiated because it's marrying the traditional finance with the DeFi. But Bitcoin is not marrying the traditional finance with the DeFi.
In some cases, it's DeFi, but in some cases, it's TradeFi. For example, Circle is very centralized.
Yes.
I would say Tether is very decentralized.
Yes, but the bottom line, both has got back end of an US Treasury bond.
Yeah.
Or an fiat 1:1 peg to the dollars, right? That's what it is.
I want to say Tether is the largest holder and buyer of Treasury bonds, except for like 3 countries.
Yeah, they're the 6th largest globally treasury holders in the world. And in the last, from the month of January to the July, the China has dumped more than $150 billion worth of an US Treasury bonds. Who bought it? Everything was bought by one company, Tether. And that's very, very important aspects that has to be taken into considerations.
Yes. Just got to tell the boxer where we're at. You just So talk a little bit about what you work with the Patel family offices.
Yep. Yes.
And common name Patel. Shout out to all my Patels out there. And you're doing something with stable I want to say coins or tokens and real estate. Talk a little bit about that, because that to me is one of the things that I liked most about your talk yesterday, because I believe that stable coins give people the ability to invest globally into real estate opportunities.
To come there, we should understand the history of the stable coin. The stable coins has been started as a transaction medium. Basically, when people want to do a cross transaction, stable coin was used as an instrument to settle the transaction. It moved a layer 1 to the layer 2. Then the people started using stable coin as an asset class. Initially, they started just as a transaction, then become an asset class.
That's yours, by the way.
Somebody who cannot hold the dollar, they started using the stable coin.
That's your pancake, by the way.
Right? That's a second aspect. Then the third, what happened from there, the stable coin become the next layer. It becomes currently it's an yield generating asset class. People can use a stable coin and generate yield. What next using stable coin is very, very important. The stable coins are going to be a wealth generation aspect. So you can use a stable coin, buy a stock. You can use a stable coin, buy a real estate, or you can pair a stable coin with a real estate, pair a stable coin with a stock, pair a real estate with any commodity to extract the economic value of the commodity. So all we are doing is you pair it. What does it mean? Without extinguishing the value of the stable coin, without transferring the ownership of the stable coin, still you can own it in your own wallet. You can pair that one with real estate asset of your choice.
So you're basically collateralizing your purchase.
You got it. You're collateralizing it. You're staking it. But we don't want to use the word called staking.
I have 3 love languages. I literally think I'm adding a 4th one now called stablecoins. I literally love everything you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think what people are going to realize is stablecoins give you the ability to own real estate faster than any other transaction in history, because owning real estate when you live outside the U.S. is literally a quagmire of bullshit.
I call the staking in a layman's language, link, lock, and leverage. That's called the staking. You link it, you lock it for a tenure, and then leverage out of it. And that's what you're doing using stable coin. You take the stable coin, link to a real estate of your choice, lock it for a specific tenure, and the leverage to extract the value out of the real estate world. And that's what we're bringing to the world.
Listen, Lakshmi, I think everything you're saying, everything you're doing is literally the future of money. And I got to commend you. Like, you are spot on. We've got to do another interview very soon. I absolutely love this. I love what you guys are doing. There's so much more here to peel away the layers. We could talk for hours as far as I'm concerned.
Pleasure meeting you, Chris. Thanks for having me.
I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're going to Dallas after this, right?
Dallas, Texas, yes.
You should come to the Futurist Conference in Fort Lauderdale. I'm hosting a private breakfast there.
When was that?
November 5 and 6. The breakfast is the morning of the 6th.
Send me the date. I will be there.
I'm not kidding you. You will love the guys from family offices there. It's all crypto. I'll send you a link and everything.
Please.
If you can get on a plane and get to Florida. It's actually Fort Lauderdale. You're going to fly into Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah,
it's easier.
please send it to me.
It's at the Hard Rock Hotel. Nice hotel, too.
Happy to be there. Thank you.
Lakshmi,
Looking forward.
You are crushing it, man. You are crushing it.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Bye.